Transforming Trauma, Unit 8, a workshop presentation developed by Dr. Julian Watchon on behalf of the Foster and Kinship Carers Association of Tasmania. This workshop received support from the Sydney Myer Fund. In Unit 8 of this series, we'll continue to explore the practice framework developed by the Australian Childhood Foundation. This model provides a way to organise responses to children that will over time help establish an effective relational environment that addresses their experiences. The practice model includes the following sections. 1 is predictable, 2 responsive, 3 attuned, 4 connecting, 5 translating, 6 involving, 7 calming, and 8 engaging. In this session, we'll be looking at the two more environmental factors. Those are number 3, attuned. The more attuned we are to the child's patterns and processes of responding, the better we're able to understand them and help them understand their own reactions. And 4, connecting. Implementing strategies that build emotional literacy and allow children to experience and recognise pleasure and success will improve the child's ability to interact. Attuned environment. Recognise and act upon trauma-related cues displayed by the child. So the principles behind this. Traumatised children do not easily know how they feel and have had limited experience of having their feelings recognised by others. Feelings are experienced as separate to traumatised children's knowledge of themselves. Traumatised children are not attuned to the way they feel because they have a limited vocabulary of feelings that they can describe and express. Their responses tend to be reactive in the primitive fear system of the brain, rather than thoughtful and planned, controlled by the thinking brain. And they transfer the emotional reaction from a previous traumatic experience into the current situation without any awareness that they are doing this. These can be called trauma triggers or cues. So the strategy: reflect back the child's emotional state, give words to the child's experience, use multiple sources of feedback to track a child's emotional state, and story the child's day with them and reinterpret feelings where necessary. Some other ideas: help children to develop an enhanced vocabulary of feelings and feeling words. Identify ways to support children to name and know the way they are feeling. Find ways for key other people in their life, to be aware of and track children's feelings on a regular basis. The outcomes: the traumatised child will be better at tracking their own feelings, concerns and worries. They will come to know how their feelings are affected by past experiences. The traumatised child will practice enjoying and marking experiences of positive feelings. And you will be in a better position to implement any specific strategies to respond to increasing levels of distress or stress and behavioural triggers in the child's life and relational environment. The traumatised child will develop experience of having his or her feelings validated. They will build capacity to express themselves in language. They will also be better able to link internal emotional states with conscious cognitive processes using language. Section 4, connecting environment. Help children to be more in touch with their feelings as they relate to language, bodily sensations, and behaviour. The principles: traumatised children need support to get in touch with how they are feeling, what they are feeling, and linking their perceptions and experience to their feelings. They often feel disconnected from their feelings, their memories, and their own sense of identity because they are used to having their feelings ignored. They spend a lot of time feeling stressed or overwhelmed, which reduces the brain's capacity to understand experiences. Their memory of experiences is unstable, and their experience of relationships has been conflictual and disempowering. For change to occur, traumatised children need repeated exposure to people who will understand and acknowledge the legitimacy of their feelings. As children experience these sort of experiences, they're able to trust their feelings and rely on a pattern about how these feelings can be managed. So strategies: help traumatised children to develop an enhanced vocabulary about feelings. Identify ways to support traumatised child to name and know the way they are feeling. Find ways for other key adults to purposefully be aware of and respond to the child's feelings. Other ideas: tell children that you understand their feelings in reaction to different experiences they have. Write a journal that helps you go back and discuss with the children what you thought they were feeling at different times. Utilise physical activities as an emotional release, followed by an opportunity for discussion about what the activities did for the child. Reinforce your commitment to a child on a regular basis without there needing to be a reason. Integrate discussion about how characters in a book or movie feel at different points and how you can tell this, i.e., how are you feeling? Or angry, sad books. Affirm traumatised children when they show positive feelings towards you and others. Outcome: as the traumatised child builds capacity to express themselves in language, the child is better able to link internal emotional states with conscious cognitive processes using language. The traumatised child comes to know how their feelings are affected by past experiences, and they can be better supported to be in control of their feelings and reactions. The traumatised children will develop ability to trust in themselves and others. Traumatised children will be able to better ask for support. They will feel less stressed and learn more and become able to remember and follow rules. And the traumatised child will feel safer in a range of settings and with different people.